My dear friends, God knows where you are right now at this very moment. You may be sitting in silence, drowning in sorrow, surrounded by darkness, but I'm here to tell you, He sees you. He hasn't lost sight of you. He hasn't misplaced you. He hasn't forgotten your name. While the world may overlook you, you are not hidden from God. You are not lost in the crowd. You are not buried beneath your mistakes. His eyes are upon you. His hand is guiding you even when you don't feel it. His voice is calling you even when all you hear is noise. God knows where you are, not where you pretend to be, not where others think you are. He knows the truth. He knows the pain you don't talk about. He knows the battles you don't show. He knows the nights you cry alone. And He's not looking away. People may forget, family may walk away, friends may turn cold, but the Lord of all creation has not turned His back on you. He has etched your name into the palm of His hands. The very hands that flung the stars into space are the hands that cradle your weary soul. He is not far from you. He is near to the brokenhearted. He is close to the crushed in spirit. And if that's you, then rejoice, because you are exactly where He shows up. You may not be where you thought you'd be by now. You may look around and say, God, this isn't what I planned. But let me tell you something. Your plan doesn't cancel God's promise. Your failure doesn't erase His favor. Your mess doesn't intimidate His mercy. God knows where you are. He's not confused by your detour. He's not late to your story. 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 He's still sovereign, still holy, still mighty, and still working all things together for your good. There's a lie the enemy has been whispering to some of you. It sounds like this: you've been overlooked, you've been abandoned, you've been passed by. But hear me clearly, God does not overlook His own. He does not abandon His children. He does not pass by those He has chosen. He has not rejected you. He has reserved you. Reserved you for something greater. Reserved you for something that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. God is not ignoring you. He's preparing you. You say, but I'm in a pit, I'm in a prison, I'm in a wilderness. So was Joseph. So was Paul. So was Jesus. And yet God knew exactly where they were. And He knows where you are. He's not absent from your pain. He's present in it. He's not a distant deity looking down from heaven, watching you suffer. He's Emmanuel, God with us. God with you in the valley, in the storm, in the fire. He's with you. Sometimes God hides you to protect you. Sometimes He delays things to develop you. Sometimes He says not yet because He's growing you for what's next. You think you're stuck. You think you've been forgotten, but you're being shaped, molded, refined. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it's preparation. The silence you hear is not rejection, it's repositioning. God is not just watching you, He's working in you. God knew where Hagar was when she fled into the desert, broken, alone, pregnant, abused, cast out. But in the wilderness, the God who sees found her, and He called her by name. She didn't even know where she was going, but God knew, and He gave her a promise, not because she earned it, not because she had it all together, but because He's faithful. He knew where Elijah was when he was hiding in a cave, begging to die, depressed, afraid, weary, and God didn't scold him. He met him, He spoke to him, not in the earthquake, not in the fire, but in a gentle whisper. That's the kind of God you serve. He comes close when you feel like giving up. He knew where Jonah was when he ran. He knew where David was when he sinned. He knew where Peter was when he denied. He knew where Thomas was when he doubted. And He knew where Jesus was when He hung on that cross and cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And yet God was right there, fulfilling the greatest plan of redemption the world has ever known. So if He knew where they were, He knows where you are. You can't run far enough to escape His reach. You can't fall deep enough to lose His grace. You can't sin hard enough to break His love. You can't hide long enough to stop His purpose. He knows where you are. And more than that, He knows who you are. You're His. You're not what they said about you. You're not the mistakes you've made. You're not the shame you carry. You're a child of God, marked, chosen, redeemed. The enemy wants you to focus on what you've lost. But God is calling you to look at what you still have. Your breath, your purpose, your calling. You didn't wake up this morning by accident. God still has you here for a reason. That means the attack didn't work, the pit didn't kill you, the betrayal didn't break you, the delay didn't destroy you. Because God knows where you are and He's not done with you yet. He doesn't just know your location, He knows your destiny. And He knows how to get you from where you are to where He's calling you. You may not see the full map, but He does. Your steps are ordered. Your path is lit. Your future is secure. Even if you're walking through the valley of the shadow of death, don't be afraid, because He is with you. His rod and His staff will comfort you. When God knows where you are, you don't have to prove yourself to people. You don't have to chase validation. You don't have to beg to be seen. You don't have to fight to be heard. When the time is right, the same God who found Moses on the backside of the desert, who called David from the field, who lifted Esther into the palace, that same God will call your name. Stay faithful, stay grounded, stay in His presence. Your job is not to manipulate the process. Your job is to trust the one who sees it all. He's watching the sparrow. He's counting every hair on your head. And He's watching over you. You may feel like nothing is moving, like heaven is silent, like your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling, but let me tell you, the silence of God is not the absence of God. Sometimes the teacher is silent during the test. And some of you are in a testing season, but don't give up. Don't walk away. Don't throw in the towel, because the one who called you is faithful. The one who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. He's coming for you, not to punish, not to condemn, but to restore, to redeem, to reignite what the world tried to extinguish in you. You see, when God shows up, He doesn't arrive empty-handed. He brings healing for your wounds, joy for your mourning, strength for your weakness, and hope for your despair. He is the God who sees, the God who hears, the God who remembers, the God who rescues. You may think you're hidden behind years of pain, hidden behind shame, hidden behind the labels people put on you. But God doesn't call you by your failure. He calls you by your future. He doesn't define you by your scars. He defines you by your salvation. And when He calls, no man can cancel it. No devil in hell can stop it. No failure in your past can block it. There are moments in your life when everything seems silent. You're praying, but there's no answer. You're searching, but there's no sign. You're walking, but the path disappears beneath your feet. Let me tell you something. God is not gone. He's not ignoring you. He's testing your faith, stretching your trust, deepening your roots. You see, roots grow in the dark. And some of your greatest growth is happening in the silence. You don't feel it, but it's real. You don't see it, but it's happening. God is building something in you that will outlast the storm. Some of you are in hiding, not because you want to be, but because life has driven you there. You're like Moses on the backside of the wilderness, thinking your calling is over, your influence is finished, your opportunity has passed. But listen to me. When God is preparing to use a man or woman, He doesn't start on the platform. He starts in the shadows. He starts in the secret place. He starts in the desert. You don't need the approval of men to be appointed by God. You don't need the applause of the crowd to be anointed. Some of the most powerful things God will ever do through you will begin in silence, in obscurity, in brokenness. But when he calls your name, every door that was closed will swing open. Every voice that doubted you will be silenced. Every lie that was spoken about you will fall to the ground, because when God elevates, no man can bring down. God knows where you are when no one else does. He knew where Ruth was, gleaning in the fields, unnoticed, unwanted, a foreigner in a strange land. But Boaz saw her, and behind Boaz was God orchestrating every step. Ruth didn't chase favor, favor found her. And favor will find you too if you remain faithful in the field God placed you in. You see, too many people are trying to escape their season instead of embracing their purpose in it. Don't rush the wilderness. Don't despise the waiting room. Because the longer the process, the greater the promise. God is not in a hurry to give you a stage. He's in the business of building your spirit. You're being forged in the fire, shaped in the silence, strengthened in the struggle. And when the fullness of time comes, what was hidden will be revealed. You are not invisible. You are in incubation. Destiny is not delayed. It's being developed. And when God brings you forth, it will be undeniable that His hand was upon you all along. Some of you have been praying for breakthrough, crying out for direction, begging for clarity, but I hear the Spirit saying, "Be still. I have not lost you. I have not dropped you. I have not turned my face from you. I have you exactly where I want you. And what I've begun in you, I will finish." You may say, "But I'm too old now. My best years are behind me." That's a lie. Abraham was nearly 100 when the promise came to pass. Sarah was beyond the age of bearing, yet she bore a son. Don't let age define you. Let anointing guide you. Let time discourage you. Let truth anchor you. If God made you a promise, it still stands. His word does not expire. His covenant does not crumble. His plans do not fail. Others may say, "I've made too many mistakes. I've blown my chance." But God doesn't call the perfect, He perfects the called. He doesn't ask for a clean record, He gives you a clean slate. The blood of Jesus still speaks, it still washes, it still redeems, it still restores. And where sin abounds, grace abounds all the more. You're not beyond redemption, you're on the edge of restoration. The enemy wants you to believe that you've wandered too far, that you've strayed too long, but I've got news for you. The good shepherd leaves the 99 to go after the one. He'll search through the wilderness. He'll climb through the ravine. He'll fight off the wolves. He'll carry you back on His shoulders, because that's the kind of love that knows no limit, no boundary, no condition. You're not forgotten. You're pursued. And when He finds you, He doesn't shame you. He rejoices. Heaven throws a celebration. The angels sing. The Father runs to you, puts a robe on your back, a ring on your finger, sandals on your feet, because He never stops seeing you as His child. Even when you saw yourself as a failure, even when others saw you as a lost cause, even when the mirror showed you nothing but regret, God still saw a son, still saw a daughter, still saw royalty. He knows where you are when you're surrounded by enemies, like Daniel in the lion's den, when the system set you up to be devoured. But what they didn't know is that the God who sees is also the God who shuts mouths. And when you come out of the den, you won't even smell like what tried to kill you. That's the power of divine preservation. He knows where you are when the fire surrounds you, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the blazing furnace. The fire was turned up 7 times hotter, but so was their faith. And the same fire that was meant to destroy them only burned the ropes off their hands. Why? Because there was a 4th man in the fire. And there's a 4th man in yours too. You're not alone. You're not abandoned. You're not forsaken. Let this truth shake your spirit. God knows the coordinates